Rejection, I have found, can be the only antidote to delusion. Rejection, rejection, rejection. A tale as old as time. Rejection is painful because it's full of our hopes and sometimes even our dreams, which makes it so difficult for us to move on from it. He doesn't like me back. My dream university didn't want me in their school. Investors won't just invest because they think my business will be a bust. Welcome to Dealing with Rejection 101. You can call me love and make sure that you are set. And let us begin. Step number 1, extricate the facts from feelings. Also known as not taking things personally. Because frankly, it's not about you. You confess to your crush and he said that he doesn't like you back because he merely sees you as a friend. That is the fact. He doesn't like you back because he sees you as a friend. But your mind can still manipulate you into thinking that this is in fact about you. Your insecurities will tell you that you are too fat, stupid, and ugly for him to ever like you back. So get a piece of paper and a pen and investigate the rejection and distinguish the facts from your feelings. Which leads us to step 2. Ask yourself if it was ever in or out of your control. Your dream university didn't want you in their school. But did you do your best? Did you give it your best shot? Because at the end of the day, that's the best thing we could do. Our best. If we're rejected, it's simply not meant for us. At least not yet. Not only will that knowledge help us move on, it will also give us some comfort. Once we learn not to take rejections personally and simply acknowledge that it is out of our control, well, we might just remember step number 3. Open your eyes to the fact that there's literally 8 billion people in the world. But I want him. I wanted to marry him. They were my dream school, and I've looked up to those investors my whole life. The grieving time of rejection depends on whether it was filled by hopes or expectations, which lead us to step number 4. Prefer to hope rather than expect. When we expect, we make things about us. We put too much of ourselves expecting, demanding, imagining things the way we want it to play. Like a movie and we're the directors, when we expect, we are playing gods. She gets the girl, she gets the dream school, she gets the perfect wedding, she gets the many money and investors she needs for her business. And also, she is me and I am her and I demand life to give her everything she wants. Well, you can see the myriad of ways how expectations could go wrong. Because, well, we're not gods. And of course, life does not work that way. Which leads us to step number 5, practicing hope. Hoping is the healthiest thing we could do as we lead our lives. Hoping is acknowledging that although there is a chance, although I want this, although this is my dream, hoping is still acknowledging and opening our eyes that things that are simply out of our control can still go to 2 separate paths. Hoping is saying to yourself, we might get this and we might not. But no matter what, we can always proceed to step number 6. Adapting the if I can't get it from you, I can get it from somebody else mindset. This mindset is the biggest middle finger you can give to rejection. If you can't give or grant me my dreams, there's other ways to get there. Other people who are more willing and well suited to help me get there. Remember the statistics, the other 8 billion people on the planet? If one says no to you, no matter how much you wanted them to say yes, fear not, because they are not your last resort. Which leads us to step 7. Options, options, options. But I admit that we can't always prepare backup plans when we're too attached to our expectations or something way stronger: our emotions. When our endeavors and desires in life are laced with passion, love, dreams, ambition, it's hard to see the myriad of options to get where we want to go, especially when our hearts, minds, and souls are locked in on just the one. Which leads us to step number 8: accepting that rejection is the only antidote to delusion. It is a sort of delusion when we're blind with love and ambition, when we're drowning in the vanity and ego of our expectations, which leads us to a bucket of cold water, making us realize that we are not gods. We are just humans. And as humans, rejection is a reminder that there are a lot of things that are simply out of our control. Which leads us to step number 9: internalizing the fact that we are not gods. We can't simply influence, manipulate, and destroy others just because they refused to give us what we want. Instead, we can only accept what happens to us and sit with the fact that it happened for us, for the best, for the better, because this is what's meant for us. It doesn't mean that we didn't get the things we wanted because we were stupid, inadequate, and undeserving of it. It just means that maybe it's not for us, or it's simply not our time. Which leads us to my summary. To conclude, in life, as we're dealing with rejection, we must learn not to take it personally. Ask ourselves if the matter was ever fully under our control, preferring hope than expectations, and remembering that there's 8 billion people in the world. And rejection doesn't always have to hurt. It can be a gentle wake-up call, like birds chirping, the sun rising, to remind us once again that in this world we are nothing but mortal humans, with dreams and hopes and love and passion to give back to the world. And through a series of rejections life will lay before us, we are given the privilege to pause and say to ourselves, maybe it's not meant for me. Perhaps this is a redirection. Maybe this was meant to happen. Perhaps no matter how much I wanted this, it is simply not my time. At least, not yet.